Hi, I'm Veronica at Stash. Today I'm going to show you how to tink, which is a fancy way of saying rip back your work to a specific point in your pattern. So what we're going to do is unknit all of these stitches and then unpurl stitches to get to this little mistake and erase it as if it never happened. It's like rewinding a tape and then re-recording over top of it. So to unknit a stitch, you put all of your work up to both tips of the needles, and normally when you're knitting from your left needle to your right needle. But when you're unknitting, we have to take this new stitch, get rid of it, and put the old stitch below onto the left needle. So to unknit is really simple. What I like to do is I like to follow the stitch on the right needle with my left, and it goes down into a hole, and that is where what I'm going to put on my left needle. So I follow the stitch down and poke it into the hole. We take a look and back, see that's the old stitch, and this is the new stitch. So what we have to do is get the new stitch off, pull the slack to the back. Let's do that again. Follow and go in, poke it right in the face. Look in the back, that's the old stitch. You got to ditch the new stitch, pull the slack to the back. Poke, check, ditch, pull the slack to the back. Poke, check, ditch, slack to the back. The last stitch is really difficult. What I like to do is I like to pull the stitch. Can you see where it's coming out? Right there. That is where you have to go in. There's a lot of options on that last stitch. You want to go there. Poke, check, slack to the back. So now I've unknit, but I still have this error here. So what I have to do is flip it, and now we have to unpurl back to this area right here. So set it up in your right hand so that your purl bumps are facing you and your working yarn is also towards you. And with this one, what I like to do is I call it the highway. I like to follow the yarn highway into the tunnel. You see that? Yarn highway into the tunnel for a purl. The tunnel is the old stitch. The yarn highway, you pull it towards you and erase that new stitch. Follow the yarn highway into the tunnel, pull the slack towards you. Follow the yarn highway into the tunnel, pull the slack towards you. Into the tunnel, pull the slack towards you. So I don't spend too much time, Nancy, drilling my mistakes. I just go back and erase them, usually by tinking back like this, stitch by stitch. And sometimes when you work this, unknitting and unpurling, the problem will just write itself. Just watch. This is a normal purl, highway. Oh. So what I see here is this stitch was knit, this one I wrapped, but I didn't ditch it or something. And so this is an old stitch. There's no yarn coming out of it. So I just have to slip that over, take a look, and now I can continue purling. So I have erased the mistake and I can start going forward again. So that is the key to unpurling and also unknitting.